Black Lives Matter here with a little bit of a card trick. If you guys are a fan of card tricks, well, you're in for a little bit of a treat, because today I'm going to show you a card trick. Now, without any further to do, I guess let's just get into it without any sort of introduction, just for the sake of getting right to the point. Too many times these YouTube videos have elongated introductions and they don't get to the point. Not me. I get right to the point. So we're going to take this ordinary deck of Bin Wang playing cards, of which you could purchase by looking at the link in the description below. So it's a simple card trick that just uses the ace, the 2, the 3, and the 4 of spades. And we're going to line them up much like we are North Korean leader Kim Jong-un, I believe. And these are my detractors. So this one is actually going to be our first warm-up, because we're going to take the ace of spades and put it on the bottom of the deck. If we just do a little bit of an incantation, yep, that's all it takes. See, that ace of spades makes its way to the top. I know what you're saying. You can't do the same with the 2, and I can't, which is why I'm going to do a little bit different. I'm going to put the 2 on top, do a little bit of one of these motions, and the 2 jumps to the bottom. We already have a little bit of a double miracle here. We're going to take the 3 and we're going to put it face down in the middle of the deck, which of course, with a little bit of a wiggle, brings it to the top, but face down. You see this little bit of an interesting characteristic there. And lastly, we're going to take the 4, we're going to put it on top, do another little bit of a wiggle, and that of course makes it turn face up in the middle of the deck. Oh boy. I know what you're saying though. I know what you're saying. You're saying, hey, you did that too fast. Do it again, but this time I'm going to pay a little bit more attention with the cards so that you're not going to catch me. Well, I'm going to acquiesce. I'm going to do this one more time, sir, just for the sake of explanation here. I'm going to take the ace of spades, I'm going to put it on the bottom of the deck, and it's going to come to the top. You see that? It's still in the bottom. Oh, I know what happened. I know exactly what happened here, sir. You see, I can't repeat the trick because we're going to have to get into a 4-ace trick. We're going to have to do a 4-ace trick. So I can't do that trick anymore. I know it doesn't make sense, but if you realize it, how many tricks do magicians do that? I know the 4 aces, that don't really make much sense. I mean, why? Why? You did one card trick and now the aces came up at the end. For what reason? Just because you could? You're disgusting. What is that? Oh, yeah, that's one of those. That's one of those, you bitch. So this is a very simple card trick. It's one ahead. You're doing a little bit of a one ahead sort of methodology here. This goes back to the olden days. I believe that this was probably in every kid's magic book back in the day. Of course, I just added a little bit of a 4-ace twist. I'm going to be talking about multiple handlings for that towards the end. But this is, at least in the beginning, this is something of a one ahead style of routine. So we're going to take these 3 dirty aces and they're going to go face down on top of the deck. And now we have these cards in this order. You take the ace, you take the 2, you take the 3, and you take the 4. The reason I had to explain it like that is because most of you guys are retards. Now, if you can, this is another thing that might help you out here. You're going to turn one of the aces on top of the deck face up, so that when you drop this on top, guess what? Now you no longer have just 4 cards. Now you have 5 cards, but they don't know about that. They don't know about this little sneaky, dirty, disgusting card that we're going to exploit in a little bit. Because what's going to happen is that we're going to put our little gross pinky right there, and we're going to have a break underneath those 5 cards. If you don't know what a break is, you should check out the Pigcake Magic Academy. $5 a month gets you 2 videos every single week going over card. There's some coin stuff there, over 500 videos already, going from how to even pick your first deck of cards to more advanced sleights and controls. Oh boy, you could learn what a pinky break is over there, as well as a lot of virginity. Honestly, I recommend the Academy, even though I know that it's probably going to prolong you seeing a female. So you get a pinky break and you're going to spread off 4 cards and show the situation that you have at hand, which is an ace, 2, 3, and 4 of spades. Now in this case, I'm going to take all these cards, which are really 5. You see that? I'm reaching into the little bit of a break here. I'm reaching into the break and turning over all these cards. These 4 cards is 5, and I'm going to line them up on the table. Again, much like Kim Jong-un would to his detractors right before he blasted them in their faces. Now at this point, keep in mind that the situation is actually as follows. So right now we have the 2, the 3, the 4, and an ace at the end with the ace of spades on top of the deck. But the spectators think that this is the 4, the 3, the 2, and the ace. So technically we're one ahead at this point. All we have to do is take the deck and put it on top of these cards and go, yep, the incantation is now complete, and the ace of spades comes to the top. Then we're going to repeat it with the 2 by taking the 2, putting it on top and saying, yep, the incantation is now over. It jumped to the bottom. We're then going to take the 3. The 3 goes face down in the middle. Remember, this is actually the 4. We're going to score it up. We're going to turn it over. And one more time, Beelzebub has allowed the card to come to the top of the deck and actually turn into a face down condition. And then lastly, we take this card, we put it on top of the deck, and we go, what are you doing? And we're going to spread the cards to show the 4 of spades, which is now face up in the middle of the deck. You could do whatever little slight you want to show the spectators that you've spent entirely way too much time in your bedroom and not within the grasp of seeing a female. And now we get into the after portion of the trick, which is a really nice Ed Marlowe switch. This really nice Ed Marlowe package switch that doesn't require any advanced break. It just allows you to switch the cards very easily. What we're going to do is we're going to square these cards up and we're going to get a break right below the 4 cards. Usually when it comes to packet switches, you're going to need to get a break underneath these cards. Not for this one. You just need to get a break underneath these cards. As you talk about the ace of spades, or you could talk about repeating the effect, we're actually going to turn that card face up on top of the deck right there. We're going to lift up all the cards as the ace of spades. So we're going to lift up all the cards and thumb off these 3 cards on the table. We're going to take this packet and put it on top of the deck as we use our right hand to spread the cards back in that Kim Jong-un lineup. Now what that's done is that that's actually switched out the cards for the aces. So that's switched out the cards for the little bit of the aces, and now we could have a little bit of a 4-ace finish. Now originally the way that I had this trick done, because I do have many variations of this because I haven't seen a vagina, is I would do the trick now with the 4 aces, and as the cards turn over, the revelation of the cards being 4 aces comes through the actual original or first handling. So do the actual trick itself, but this time with the 4 aces, as if that's how I've been doing it this entire time. But that's a little bit of a separate handling altogether. This one is just a simplified handling in that it shows that now you have a little bit of a kicker ending in that the 4 aces managed to make their appearance. So one more time, let's go over that switch. Remember, you have these cards on top of the deck. You have the aces on top. You have the little bit of ace 2, 3, 4 here. You're going to have the ace of spades face up, but you're going to turn these cards so that now you have a break underneath all 4 of them. You're going to then pick up all these cards as one as you thumb off supposedly the 2, the 3, the 4 on the table, but really these are the aces. Now, of course, here's the motivation. I need to spread these cards and make them neat, but I'm holding this card in my hand. So I'm going to put it on top of the deck in what's considered a transitive action by your boy and mine, Juan Tamaris. And now that transitive action makes that move invisible so that now I can move these cards on the table, and guess what? They don't know what's happening because they're retards. So now at this point I could take the ace of spades and put it on top of the deck and go, watch, it's gonna come to the bottom. Oh, that's stupid. I'll do it again. Oh, I know what happened. See, I'm done with that first trick. Now I need to get into a 4-ace trick. You little stupid fucking bitch. And then you could get into whatever 4-ace trick you want because you have a little bit of a twist ending here. So I like this particular handing. Again, it's simplified, and I do love that the deck stays essentially in the same order so that when you're actually doing the initial routine, well, guess what? You're not disturbing the condition of the aces. As a matter of fact, you're using one of the aces as an extra card. So it's a nice little bit of a twister at the end of that. So it's what I would say is a hot one from what other YouTube-based card magicians have said before, right? I would consider this a hot one. Make sure to practice it because the sequence is easy, but it is very easy to get it mixed up as well. So that's pretty much it, man. This is really not a fanfare video or a video with a lot of fanfare. It was just straight to the point. Like I like my my first date. Anal on the first date, you know what I'm saying? Just get in there. Get in there. You're going to learn a lot about your potential partner by doing that. So that's a little bit of a life hack, I guess. Bonus ending to this video. You get a little bit of a hotness there. If you want, you could sub to my podcast, which is up here, right here. You should be able to check that out and subscribe. We have a lot of banter, a lot of back and forth, a lot of attempted murder, to be honest, in my head. But you should check it out if you're interested in my witty banter. But that's about it.